Hey y'all, my pictures be funny, y'all. I be take a picture for the thumbnails, but a lot of times I try to upload something about what I'm talking about. But you guys wait until this new light comes and I can like actually have my stuff set up the right way and like the lighting is better. But I got some stuff on my face. I'm gonna take this stuff off of my face and just do something different. I had work this morning, but it ended up being cut short. So I'm back home and I'm back home and I did a couple loads of laundry and did the dishes and stuff. So I'm just gonna like do something quick to my face while I talk to you guys about this video I just saw. Armand Wiggin got new information that R. Kelly is gonna fight back. R. Kelly is fighting back against these women who are going after, who are calling themselves exposing him. See, this is my thing, and I talked about it earlier, but I was kind of distracted. But I'm ready to talk now. Like, listen, listen. Talking about victim shaming and that sort of thing, it's different when a person is raped. It is different when a young child is molested against their will. Okay? People got it twisted. Like I watched TNK's video and they were saying like, the 14-year-old was molested. That molestation and statutory rape are two different things. If anything is consensual, a teenager is openly having sex with somebody, it's consensual. That is not molestation. Now it's like perverted, yes. It's it's like immoral, yes, but it's not molestation. Okay, molestation uh is when a person, it doesn't even have to be a child, is sexually sexual advances are forced on them against their will. Sex is forced on them against their will. That's rape. Touching and fondling and oral and all that stuff is molestation against your will. Teenagers are not. These were teenagers who had no parental guidance, and the guidance that they had from their parents were go out there and get that money. Okay? These young girls were pimped by their parents. Okay? This superstar had an interest. They were open and ready. They think their child is talented. They want to live that life. They're putting their child out there and okay, there go your connection, go get it. So it's not like ain't no 14-year-old, 16-year-old, none 15-year-old. Aaliyah was 15. Like you got to think if Aaliyah was 15 when they got married, how old was she when he came into her life? You know what I'm saying? So even if the world didn't know and they forged paperwork and all of that stuff, her parents knew that she was 15 years old and she was married, and they were okay with that. So I don't care how, there's no brainwashing, there's no abuse, there's no anything that have all of these different people involved and nobody is getting in trouble. Is um nobody is held accountable for what these girls are going through. Now, let me say this. What the thing is that it was a worse situation than just an older man messing with a young girl. He was perverted, like in all, he was extremely perverted with it also. He was very vulgar. He ended up not being that nice. It's not just like an older man who wants his younger girl and that sort of thing, even though that's not right either. But he just ended up taking it, he was on a whole nother level with what pleased him. So that's where the disturbing part was coming in for these girls, because it was more of that's why they were kind of like calling it. I forgot to change my shirt and everything. I wanted to change, but that's okay. Forget it. But so yeah, so it became more of, they were calling it a cult or whatever, or it became it was uncomfortable because of the things that he wanted them to do. So but did their parents like check on them? Did their parents were okay with, as long as they got paid, as long as he was dishing out something, because when you're child, you don't see your child doing no kind of work. It's, well, I gotta go on tour, I gotta go here, they gotta go with me. Okay. And meanwhile, he might buy him a car, he might pay their bills, he might give them some money. So these parents are at fault. R. Kelly, you know, and the people that sought these girls out for him, or, made these connections for him to get these girls, are definitely wrong. They should definitely have been punished, because I'm saying have been, because I really don't know what's going to happen now. Like, once the check stopped, that's when you guys came out. You know what I'm saying? The ex-wife, once she stopped getting paid, now she needs a check. Okay. The other girl who decided to leave, like her mother or whoever was getting paid, their checks was stopping. She wanted to come out. Basically they want their own thing, or they know that they're getting older. He may be bringing other people in, so they're like, let me make a move, because I still need this income. Now they probably got accustomed to a certain lifestyle. They probably started liking the stuff he had them doing, because he just started, they probably started liking it, but they probably started liking it. And before I go on, I got 2 new subscribers, y'all. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I got 2 new subscribers. I'm so happy. I don't even look at my subscribers, because like the count, because I know it never moves. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate it so very much. Thank you. I know I got dislikes on my other videos and stuff, but I'm not trying to mislead anybody or anything like that. I like to go on here, whatever like they're talking about on YouTube. I like to come on here and like give my 2 cents, because I watch different stuff, and I like to give my 2 cents. Or if I see something going on out in the world, or if I just have thoughts, I just like to talk. So that's basically what it is. Okay, so Armand Wiggins, I love his channel. He's awesome. He comes up with good stuff. He talks about celebrities all the time and stuff like that. So he just made a video. So I don't know how to like link his video, but I'm gonna put his channel name down there or whatever. So but he just made a video. So R. Kelly I guess he's gonna put together his own channel. I mean, not his own channel, I'm sorry. He's going to put together his own series, his own show, where he exposes one by one these different girls. And I guess he's going to start out with the Ashanti girl. So the Ashanti one that was saying she could, he wouldn't let her out the house and that sort of thing. Her daughter's boyfriend and when you go to Armand's channel and listen to the conversation, it's so weird, because it's like, he sounded like he was interviewing her. It sounded like he was interviewing her, and she was just answering the questions, or she was just kind of like, answering whatever he was asking. But it just, it sounded suspicious. Like he sounded like he was trying to get information out of her. So anyway, so Armand has the recording of the conversation that the boyfriend let out. So Ashanti's daughter's boyfriend, she put out, she was talking to her boyfriend on the phone, and he was pretty much just asking her about, her mom and all the other ladies that's out coming out, basically saying that he did all this bad stuff to him and stuff or whatever. So she had even mentioned, and that was back in September, that they had this conversation, and she mentioned, that they're going to be doing a documentary on Lifetime. But So the boyfriend leaked the conversation because, everybody wants, like our mom said, everybody, wants their piece of the pie or whatever. So, he leaked the conversation, but it's basically the daughter is saying, explaining like how her mom was gone, but her mom could come and go as she pleased. So she was saying like how she was always in constant contact with her kids. And it was just what she was saying was just a lie, pretty much. It was just a lie. And the girls just said, they all fake or whatever. Because the boy was like, dang, that's messed up. Why are they doing that? They came up, they hit a lick, they was living a good life. And yeah, and she was like, yeah, they were living a life. And um so, but unfortunately, you know, her check probably stopped too at some point. So when her check stopped, they gotta get some income from somewhere else. These people never worked. They didn't grow up to work. They basically were taken care of as long as they did what he wanted them to do. And so now that they're not being taken care of anymore, they have to find another source of income. So, and all they know is they're going to keep trying to bleed money from who's been taking care of them all of this time. It's like, okay, you think you're going to not, pay for me anymore or whatever? Let me do this and that. So yeah, so that's all it is. It's really just a money grab. And for those people, and I'm not going to say, nobody was just truly affected by it, but I am going to say it was not forced on them. They had a choice to go into that situation, and they had a choice on whether they wanted to go back, and they chose to keep going back. They were saying it like they couldn't leave, and it's like he wasn't even there a lot of time. He wasn't there 24/7. Why couldn't you leave? So it's just like at some point, somebody has to ask those questions. And yeah, like, maybe, what he prefers sexually is out of the ordinary, and it's not what most people like. And yeah, him liking young girls is messed up, and it ain't nothing right about that. But at the same time, they were not forced. He didn't go up to the schools and kidnap these kids. He offered them an opportunity, offered their parents an opportunity. He wasn't just speaking directly with them, or he didn't just take them without anybody knowing. He met with their parents. He talked to their parents. He told their parents, some of their parents even pursued him. I'm sorry. So it's like, I mean, I don't know. It's just like, yeah, he likes some weird, nasty stuff, but are these people really not going to be taken advantage? I mean, taken into account or held accountable for the parts that they played in it? Are they not going to be held accountable for them not being parents, for them not protecting their children, for them putting a dollar ahead of their children's well-being? You know, nobody's going to hold them accountable for them not, nobody's going to hold them accountable at all. It's just, oh, he's just nasty. He's a pervert. He needs to go to jail. Nobody listen to his music. Nobody buy his tickets, you know. But nobody's going to hold his staff accountable. Nobody's going to hold his family accountable. Nobody's going to hold anybody that he worked with or that was around accountable. Nobody's going to hold these parents accountable for letting him exploit these young girls and take advantage of these young girls. Nobody's gonna. And then, so I mean, they're so young, their parents let them go. Their parents, are okay with it, so why ain't they gonna be okay with it? They're teenagers. You're supposed to guide them. You're supposed to let them know about bad people and who to trust, and how to read people out here in this world. You ain't teach them nothing. You taught them that anything is okay for $1. That you taught them that anything is okay for $1. That's what you guys taught them. That's crazy. You didn't teach them nothing. You know, like as parents, like I got two girls and they're older now, but it ain't no way. It ain't no way. I don't care who is who. And if he did like, put up a front about some type of deal or something and you see that they not working, you see they ain't doing nothing, nothing is changing. You know what I'm saying? Except for that your daughter is growing up. You see the change in your daughter. You know when she's open, when she got opened up in that way. You can tell any young girl when they got opened up in that way. You know? It's just sad. It's so sad. Like, honestly. I mean, I don't know. Like, if anybody comments, like, what do y'all think? Like, it's gonna, like, he puts out that show because you know what? It's almost like Wendy Williams. Like, you know what? At some point, you got to respond. At some point, you have to respond. So all these people, they done put out what they, whatever. And see, that's another thing. When a person puts out about you, already puts the story out about you, now you got time to sit back, think about what you want to say, and now you can react. Now you can give your side of the story and counteract everything. You already know what they put out. So, like, even if it's not true or whatever you're going to say is not true, you can put out. You can put out what is what works for you, like a response that will work for you. There is a lot of powder in this little puff thing, and this is the first time I ever used this. That's why I'm like tripping. Y'all, that thing hold a lot of powder. So yeah, you guys. So I just wanted to let y'all know, be on the lookout for R. Kelly is going to be responding. He's going to be exposing these people. But he's going to do it one by one. So he's going to tell like individually, this person, this what happened with her, this what happened with her, this what happened with her. That's what he about to do. So be on the lookout. Let's see what happens. Go to Armand's channel, listen to the audio, listen to the conversation between Ashanti's daughter and her boyfriend, and see what y'all. My bad, y'all. The damn camera went died again. But yeah, so go to Armand's channel and listen to the audio, listen to the conversation, see what y'all think, and let him know what y'all think. And yeah, I guess from then on we just gotta like look out for R. Kelly's show and see if his show gets put out there. We'll see what happens with that. See what he got to say. Okay, y'all. See y'all later. Bye.